You get tight. What's up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Inter Milan versus Barcelona 4-3. This match was divine. This match was absolutely, it was a movie. It was a movie. It definitely was a movie. Absolutely. I just got off of watching this match and I thought it was just brilliant. This should have been the final. This easily should have been the final. And having seen this, I think I can say confidently, I mean, anything could happen, really. Anything could happen. Who knows what's going to happen today with PSG versus Arsenal? You never know what you're going to get with that game. And we might be saying something else. It might be PSG. My thoughts are PSG and Inter Milan, but who knows? Who knows? But so far, Inter Milan have proven that they're ready, that they're meant to win the Champions League this year. Absolutely. Damn, absolutely. And they were like the dark horse, let's be honest. I don't think anybody was, out of the four of them, I don't think anybody was going for Inter Milan. Or maybe not that many people that I know of. I haven't heard anybody really say anything about Inter Milan. Or very few people. What a performance. What a performance. I don't think they got lucky either. Definitely did not get lucky. I mean, they really gave Barcelona a really tough time. Made them commit those mistakes, with Gerard Martin and Danny Olmo. That shouldn't have been happening in the first place. But they got back. They got back with Gerard Martin with the two assists. And what was good about the first assist was that I thought he was going to center it towards the front end of the box, not drag it back, because that's what he was trying to do, drag it back, which I think Bisek was there to intercept, and then he ends up just lobbing it over, and Garcia out of nowhere with that amazing strike. What a strike! What a strike! That was worthy of a center forward. Brilliant from Garcia, and he had another one that could have put them up front. I don't know if that was when it was already 2-2. I think it was when it was 2-1. Yeah, no, when it was 2-1, I think he could have tied it. He himself could have gotten a double today. He would have definitely remembered this game, and he is going to remember this game forever because he missed that one. The counter attack, it was the corner kick started by Lamine Yamal, and they end up getting I think a 3v2 Garcia all by himself. And credit to Jan Sommer because he did have a really good game, man of the match, obviously, but I think Garcia made a mistake there. He made a huge mistake because that should have been an easier one than the one he scored, and the only one that he scored, the first one. That should have been an easier one, but I guess going at that speed, the angle, with the fear of kicking it outside, that would have been the end of Inter Milan. And I was pissed because it happened again the same time, 2-0, and they come back. Barcelona come back, and I was telling everybody, I don't think Inter Milan are going to win this. I don't care if they're at home. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like, Barcelona are just wild. They are so strong. They are so strong. What happened to Barcelona last year? Like, they weren't going to do anything the next 2 years, and all of a sudden you see them as being one of the top favorites, if not the favorite to win. After Liverpool got eliminated, it was Barcelona that was the favorite to win this thing. But last year, no one would have bet Barcelona to get to the round of 16. Like, nobody. And this year, they're just amazing. They were just amazing. And you know what? Shout out to Barcelona. I wanted Barcelona to lose. I definitely wanted Barcelona to lose, but I would have been more than okay with them getting to the final. Absolutely, they would have deserved to go into the final. I wish both teams could have gone to the final. I know you can't do that, but this time around, that both teams played great football, and one of these teams seems like the one that's going to win the Champions League. But we never know. Again, we don't know. I don't want to jump to that conclusion because I don't know what's going to happen in today's game. But after the game we got yesterday, or the one I watched today, maybe we just get a 1-0 and it's a decent match. It's an okay match. You're not gonna get what you got yesterday. You're not gonna have that. It's not gonna be that I think I could confidently say. We don't know what's gonna happen today, but that I think I could confidently say that's not gonna happen. It's not going to happen again. No way is that gonna happen. This game was something special. This game was something special. Just the back and forth from both teams. Yes, Barcelona had more possession. Yes, Barcelona had many more chances, created many more chances, and they were poised to win. It's unbelievable that they actually lost. I don't understand how they lost, right? I mean, I do understand. I don't understand how they ended up losing. But then again, Inter Milan were just impeccable. Thuram, which I have a lot of complaints about Thuram. This game, Thuram was exceptional, especially with the fourth goal. The move that he did on Araujo. Araujo is getting probably destroyed both in Spain and Barcelona and on the internet. I'm sure he is. I am sure he is. Too bad because, I mean, when I've seen him play last season, when Barcelona weren't doing their best, Araujo was a key player. And I still remember when he was injured, people were talking about like, oh, we don't have our top defender, right? And now they're saying the opposite. He was one of those many substitutions that just didn't work out for Barcelona. Unlike for Inter Milan that made the right substitution. That didn't make sense when I saw Lautaro Martinez, but I think he was kind of injured, so that made sense for him to come out. But then Dumfries coming out, I was like, why is this happening? I understood Mkhitaryan and Çalhanoğlu coming out because they looked tired. The other ones I didn't get that. But then Fratesi coming in and scoring that goal, absolutely brilliant substitutions from Inzaghi. And that's not to say that Inter Milan didn't make their mistakes, because Barella with the mistake that he made for the Rafinha goal, my god. And I don't know who it was that gave away the almost penalty on Lamine Yamal. That was another mistake from Inter Milan, just screwing about and making bad passes in the back. But luckily they were able to bounce back from that and win the game, as if tying the game wasn't already making me angry. And then they end up taking the lead with the 3-2, and they could have ended it there with the 4-2 with Lamine Yamal hitting the post. And in only 2 minutes, and it's wild to think they didn't just defend, they didn't just fall back and try to defend. Only 2 more minutes, and it's just Araujo by himself pretty much with a Cherby, like the last person you would have guessed. I thought it was like, I don't know, is Martinez still on the field? I thought maybe it was Taremi. No, it was a Cherby with the one touch. He looked like a center forward. That was worthy of a center forward. What a goal. I got goosebumps watching that. I could watch the highlights of a Cherby scoring that goal over and over again, and it's not going to get old. What a goal, what a match. It just erupted at that point. Just completely erupted. I didn't want this match to end. I really didn't want this match to end. What an amazing match. And towards the end, in extra time, Lamine Yamal almost ends up getting a goal on the fingertips of Jan Sommer. That was a really good save from Jan Sommer. But I also think Lamine Yamal could have done a little bit better, just placing it a little bit higher. And there was no way, because Jan Sommer's not exactly the tallest. And judging by the first leg game that he had, I don't think he's that great of a goalkeeper. He had a really good game in this game, but a little bit higher, and there was no way Jan Sommer was going to get to that. And they would have gone to penalties. They definitely would have gone to penalties. So this was obviously on the other side also for Fratesi had another shot, and Chesney ends up blocking. Really good save, low to the ground. That was a really good save. So it was just both teams were just great. And Lamine Yamal again, just proving once again, it's a no-brainer. It's an easy choice to make at this point. He is the best player. I mean, he's just 17. Maybe that's something that's working against him, actually, to give him the Ballon d'Or, which is ridiculous. But he is clearly miles ahead of everybody. He was unstoppable the whole game. He had 2-3 players throughout the whole match, throughout the entirety of the game. At minimum 2 players every single time, and he always managed to get even a cross or a pass, and decent ones too. Impeccable crosses and passes. The one to Lewandowski, if that was a Lewandowski that I think we're all familiar with, that would have been a goal. That would have also been a goal. He was amazing. He was unstoppable. Lamine Yamal, that's your Ballon d'Or. Again, why is this such an easy choice? Because there aren't any Ballon d'Or candidates. Like, there aren't any noteworthy Ballon d'Or candidates. You got Rafinha, you got Dembele. Rafinha shouldn't be a mention there, but he is because of the stats, the numbers. He is the highest goal scorer in the Champions League, so it makes absolute sense. And the form that he's been in lately, Salah was at one point, he has the numbers just like Rafinha, but another one that just doesn't really stand out the way you see Lamine Yamal stand out. Come on. You have to give that to Lamine Yamal. That's all I want to talk about. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.